Shithead. What's up, boys? We're gonna head over to James's. He's ready to slap the heads on his 5.3 and he needs to borrow the old head stud or head bolt degree tool, whatever the hell you want to call it. So he ain't too far, and he's also kind of the boonies way, not the city way, so we'll cruise the truck out that way. Stretch her out a little bit more. I'm starting to trust it a little bit. You know, I fixed the spark plug deal the other day and drove it to work Friday, and everything went good for once. So nothing got hot, drove fine, it was peppy again, it felt right, sounded right, and yeah, did good. And gas gauge was like at about 1/8 of a tank. It was a little bit below 1/4, so I went and filled it up, and it only took like 17 gallons. So the gas gauge is a little, I don't know how to word it. The gas gauge is less than what I really have, so that's good for me because I'm good at like stretching it till the last minute. So now I'll be getting gas ahead of time. But anyways, yeah, everything went good. Drove home fine, didn't get hot, didn't act stupid, nothing dumb happened. I still am rubbing on the passenger side in the back. I think James mentioned it a while back of loosening the bolts on the bed and trying to pull the bed back over, and I wonder if I'm gonna have to do that here pretty soon, because I tried looking at it on the cab corners and it looks right. So I mean, I don't know, but if that's what I gotta do to, if I gotta loosen it and pull it to one side a little bit more so it don't rub that tire anymore, then that's what I'm gonna do, because you know, I don't want to smoke a sidewall of a tire. That would be just not a good time. Still loud as hell. I really am gonna do different exhausts when I'm gonna get some money together and get something else, because I don't like this exhaust. It's a little trashy. It's not trashy, it's just, it's not the sound that it's not the sound I want. It sounds good sitting at idle, but damn it, boy, going down the road, it sounds like Grandpappy's old hot rod he's had for 40 years, and I don't want that. I want it to sound newer. But that's all right. That's all right. All right, so for no rhyme or reason, a series of force stop, Bluetooth reconnect, unplug, plug back in, turn off, turn back on, blah blah blah. It started working again, and it connected. So okay, I'm telling you, dude, I really am pretty sure I'm gonna just save up and do the Holley Terminator swap, because that'll at least give me a nice interface with like nice gauges that actually like are true accurate and not like through a Bluetooth deal and all that. We want that. So eventually I'll upgrade to that, but for now we're just shit boxing, okay? Tells me the basics and tries to not connect. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna grab some Sonic because I'm hungry, and then we're gonna go see James and see if we can't get that motor slap the rest of the way back together. Well, James, I'll show you. About got you a hot rod now.
Almost.
Super close. Got her painted up. Got the piston tops cleaned up. He's fixing to wipe down the cylinder walls one more time. Got his lifters in. Pans, covers, all sealed up. Balancers back on. That's all you got. Slap the heads on and about ready to drop her in.
Yeah, what I like is a torque converter and exhaust.
Easy. I feel like I don't remember mine being 22, but I guess I don't remember it right. So he just got regular head bolts. Same deal I did. Well, I ended up getting the ARP ones after I had to redo it, but I had already spent,
I think,
$200 in head bolts at that point.
when we
so
did the head bolts on yours, I think there might have been some moisture or something down the holes.
There probably was, because we had a bunch of stuff going against us on that because we didn't chase the holes properly, and mine was dirty. It was packed full of stuff. And then we used that little angle grinder pretty maliciously, whereas you're supposed to, you know, use something that covers at least half of the surface in one swipe. So like a longer block, like a 10-12 inch block, or a bigger pad like an 8-inch pad or something, and just scuff the surface. And that's why mine leaked the first time. And then we just, all he did was scuff the whole block long ways, put the ARP bolts on, and it never leaked. So hopefully,
What did you scuff it with? I wasn't there for that.
I think it was 2,000 grit. I'm pretty sure it was 2,000 grit or 1,500.
Yeah, like a big pad, like a big block.
He just used a long block. Yep. He just used a long, like 12-inch block, I guess. And
Works are working at Tinker. Little 3M roll-lock disc. Works.
Hell yeah.
120 grit.
And that's what you used on 90% of the motor, wasn't it?
Yeah. All the mating services took and
Gum. Good work. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of wiping. He's going to wipe the cylinder walls down one more time, and then we'll kind of...
Shout out Billy Dixon again.
Oh yeah. As always.
He's the fucking magician.
No!
Rest on it, Green.
Rest in peace.
Those are all.
Dang. Well, if that's all we got to spill today, then we're all right.
Well,
We're
we
doing
didn't
good.
spill over here.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to insert a picture of what these looked like before,
Oh yeah.
just so you guys can get the idea again, because Billy is just...
That's like, this is a crazy thing.
He's just ridiculous.
There was so much build up on these, it was nuts.
And they are brand new. Damn, Billy done did it again. Sheesh.
Took the dude like 10 hours.
Yeah. That's what's crazy. You drop heads off to Billy, and 90% of the time, especially if you bring him like springs, like a spring kit, and all he's got to do is just tear them down, clean them, do a little valve job, and put them back together.
I even had 2 broken studs that he got them out. Didn't charge me.
9 times out of 10, he'll have you took care of. The next day, he'll be messaging you, hey, come get your shit.
It was the same day for me.
Yeah.
Dropped them off at 9, picked them up at 9.
Damn it. Billy takes it serious. So yeah, if you're in the OKC Metro, you gotta get them Billy Dixon. That's how you find him. He goes by DNS Cylinder Heads, but you can find him. You ever see people tagging Billy Dixon in the OKC Metro for heads? That's
He does all.
this is Billy. He does the damn thing. So yeah, we're gonna get these hose wiped down, get everything cleaned up, and get ready to slap them on there and torque them down. Oh yeah. Damn. It's got compression. It's blowing air out of the holes just sitting there.
That's right. We got assembly wheel and everything.
Woo!
You'll be a running little bitch.
It's gonna be a bad John, boy. So, I don't know if we did the full spiel, but basically this is going to be really similar to the Low Countries deal. The only difference is he went with the stage 2 cam instead of a stage 3 cam. Other than that, I don't think I even have 706 heads. I have the older, I have 8 somethings. The only difference is his engine's an 05 engine, mine's a 99. They're 862s, so only difference is I have the older, the pre 03 or 4 whatever with the unequal.
And I have LS7 lifters.
Right, yeah, and mine, we left the stock lifters in mine, so this one should go for reliability a little bit farther than mine theoretically, because it has brand new lifters. Because that's the only thing that we didn't do in mine besides the rotating assembly is I didn't change my lifters because I went to pull them and they wouldn't come out. So I was like, well, we're just going to leave them. But you got your covers and pan gasket right because we learned off of mine. Bring the pan down first and then pull the covers to it. So
I even bought filler gauges for it.
boom. So yeah. For today, that's going to be about it. James is getting close. He'll probably put his valve covers on, or his valve covers on here in a little bit.
Make everything fancy, paint everything up, paint all the accessory, bracket.
Right.
Probably paint the water pump.
Yeah, because you still got your stuff there.
I've started cleaning it up.
Yeah. It's always so satisfying to see that power steering and alternator bracket cleaned up.
I'm going to do all that new too.
Okay.
Get new.
That'll be good, yeah, because you got this valve cover clean.
Yeah, I was just
This one's a little crusty.
Yeah, I'll start that. After I did that one, I was like, eh.
Yeah, you're right there. We know James is meticulous about his cleaning and dressing up and using the right piece, not the wrong piece, so yeah.
I do things one time.
Yes. Yes. One time. Not 14. One time. But yeah, so next couple little updates for you is probably going to be having this completely bolted up, and having the harness ready.
I'm going to, maybe next week, and I'll pull the V6 out.
Okay. We can do that.
Try to find a buyer this week.
Oh yeah, that way they can hear it while it's still hooked up. I would. I found the buyer for mine in like couple days. Yours will be better because it's a new one.
All the S10 dudes will want it. All Blazer and S10 dudes, same engine.
Hell yeah.
It's got long tubes on it too. So.
Yeah, and you said it was like new.
Yeah.
It's freshly rebuilt, so
I think.
maybe. Supposed to be. I realized in the time that we've been sitting here that I really need to do something about my power steering line before I drive this truck anymore.
Oh, that's another thing I gotta get. Power steering line's for mine.
I just don't want it to puke into the fan and screw this fan up, and then I got to deal with fan problems again.
Well, if you just let it go a little bit longer, you won't be leaking anymore.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. No, I've been wanting to get different lines anyways, that way I can get rid of the fucking coil and all that. Yeah.
Make a hose and get them.
I'll get one made. I'm not worried about this other one. I mean, I'd like to get the kink out of it, but it's not leaking.
About the high pressure one. That's probably the one that's leaking.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I think it was just when I was wrestling the shroud in there, it just like nicked this line. I haven't pulled this cover off to see where it leaks, but it's probably flat empty. It's down there. It was bone dry. From going to Thunder Valley and back and to Bose and back, it was bone dry. So it's leaking quick and hard. And I left a nice little puddle on your driveway.
Not the first one.
It'd be like that. Well, at least I didn't leave a big hole in it. But all right, boys, that's gonna be it for this one. But yeah, other than that, and we're gonna finish the video out with peace out, be human, and we're gonna hold it for 60 seconds. We're gonna do a moment of silence for Eddie Martin. I'm gonna put his picture up on here. Some of y'all may have seen him in the comments or seen him if y'all follow me on Instagram or Facebook. But he was a cool dude from Texas. He was supposed to come up, stuff just didn't work out. He didn't get to come up and hang out with us. But he passed away this last week. He was in the hospital for over a month. Yeah. It was like almost 2 months. He was on a ventilator and it didn't work out for him, unfortunately. So rest in peace to our homie Eddie. This one's for you, bud.